Hey folks, summer is approaching and you might enjoy summer, but you cannot go out because due to the corona crisis. So let's get summer into our hearts with the music. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that and hit the notification button because live broadcast premieres and all this cool stuff, you get a push notification that the things is coming. So really makes sense. And so let's get started. That's how the whole thing sounds. Yeah, and so on. It's really smooth, it's orange, it's relaxing. So first I'm going to show how this really nice thing is play with the chords. It's play with finger picking, so put away your pick. And afterwards I give some kind of an improvisation technique, how you work over these chords with pentatonics, but also by using the options. I'm going to explain that later, so let's get started with the chords. As I already mentioned the chords are playing with finger picking. There's no other way to do that. So if you're not into finger picking, still give it a try. It's really cool. The chords are not really simple, but they're the ones which are played. They're like typical Latin chords. It's the C minor 7 is here in middle finger in the third, index in the first, ring finger in the third, pinky in the fourth. And attack the middle 4 strings. This is chord number 1, but if you want to play the full figure, you need to put the ring finger down and make a bar here, but the pinky still comes because we make later. So the first figure is like this. You start with this chord, but already make the bar here. I know it's hard for some of you probably, but give it a try. So you first play the bass note with the thumb, and then the upper part, and then the bass again, and then you make with the index finger, middle finger and ring finger, you attack the D, G and B string, and then pull off, and then middle finger, index finger, and then the bass twice. And it's 1, 2 and 3, and then 1, 2 and 3. This is how it works. It's a little bit tricky with this pull off, and then with the chord is a little bit hard to grab, but it still works fine. See? See? Good. This is played 4 times. I know my nose is running, but not because of the corona, because I was training outside yesterday and it was a pretty cold wind somehow. That is played 4 times. Then comes the F minor 9. That's pretty easy to grab. So the hard times are already over. Here we have the index in the first fret. Thumb is now on the low E string. And pinky goes in the third. And then, now with index, middle ring and pinky, you start on the D string. and we have a dead note is 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and see, always switch between thumb and the upper part. 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and on 4 you make a dead note. 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and on 4 and with the thumb again the bass note. That's how this works. See? Oh, so let's start this again. Now when we go back to the C minor, the last note on the 4 end is the open A string, because that gives us the time to build up the chord again. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and open A string. This gives us the time to go back. That's a common trick in Latin guitar. Also, when we go to the F minor, we go over the open E string. So open E string and then go into the next chord. That's the way you really proceed between the chords. So then we play C minor again twice. Now we go to G minor, again over the open E string to G minor. In this case, we play like this. Ring finger here in the 3rd fret over the D, G and B string, middle finger over the E string. So 1, and here we play 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So 1, 2 and 3, 4. Bass again, 1, and then the upper part. 1, 2 and 3, and then the 4 and 3 end. We just move down the chord in the 2nd fret, and then a pop on 4. And then on the 4 end, open E string. So 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. See, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. And then with the same method, we go back to the C minor. So. Then comes 2 times the C minor again. So I'm going to play the whole thing now slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my mistake. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. What you also can do, what I did, if I play the C minor like the 4 times, instead of playing the bass note twice at the end of the bar, 1, 2 and 3, I shortly play the open A string as that the bass moves a little bit. See, That's also cool. You can do either. If you don't want to do this, you can just play the bass twice or just release the middle finger. See? Yeah, that's the way the whole thing is played. Now comes the real cool thing. What shall we play to this? It's basically a minor blues, or like a minor blues just with a Latin groove, and it's really smooth and nice. So in this case we play the C minor scale. This will be this one here. You really have to play the pentatonic works, but somehow it's a little bit stiff. We want to have the C minor scale. So here 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 8, 9, 11, 8, 10, 11. And this will be the fingering. Now, you can play your normal pentatonic licks. They really work nicely. But if you want to add this little soft smoothness into it, you can play the so-called options. What are the options? The 9 and the 11 work really great. On the C minor, the 9 is this one here in the 7th fret and this one here in the 10th fret, but especially the 9. So this is the 9 of the C minor, and on the F minor, this is the 9 here, that's a note. That one is here in the 8th fret, so we have one here in the 7th fret, one here in the 8th. And you can play around those notes. That really works nice. Again, the 9, see? Really works, sounds great. And what did I do on the G minor? And I followed this movement. 2. So 1, 2, 3, and this comes on 3 and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also this comes on for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. So you have to hit that movement there nicely, and then you're going to sound great. I'm going to show you. You start from the beginning. So this is the 9. Really nice here. Now you go further. See, this really works nice, playing around the options of the 9s. So why don't we play a 9 on the G, because there is none. So we just play on the C, and on the F minor we play this 9. And then when you want to go wild, you can start to do phrasing stuff like so that will be the speed which you need. The song sounds really slow, but with Latin it's always the same thing. Latin seems to be slow and relaxed, but when you go into this is called double time, it gets fast. And this one is pretty slow. It's things 90 BPM. So if you want to play nice runs, try to first play the scale. Just play the scale and play it smooth, like this building, like this. I'll show you. Just play scale up or from the middle. In the middle, see? It works nice. Yeah, this is the way. Then you can add anything with pentatonics, but as long as you have the scale running smoothly, even if you have the speed, you really need to be able to make a little movement like this. That's the way it sounds nice. Now you make a combination with what I showed before with these nines. Then try to stop on those notes. This is the 9 of the C minor. This is the 9 of the F minor. So really try to target those notes. I'm going to show what I mean. You can make any runs, but target on those notes. Again, let's make more complex. See? Stop the here. And when the G minor comes, make this move. And now you also follow the other two chords. And then in between you can noodle around the way you want. Yeah, folks, that was now this little smooth Latin minor blues, really wonderful. And I just played a little bit more at the ending of the soloing just to see where it can go. But of course I cannot cover every level in one tutorial. But this is the way you can work something out just by just using those target notes. I just always call this island hopping. So you hop from this to this and then do hop and hop, do that, and this really works out cool. Yeah, and but if you want to play those runs in, it looks really relaxed, but you need to be able to play the scale at least with 100 BPM, 16 notes. This is 90, so you need some reserve. If you're already in the red areas, like, oh, that's the fastest I can do, it probably won't sound so relaxed. You need a little bit of reserve, and then you can play this relaxing. That's the whole thing, how it works. Yeah, one more to say. You can download the tabs and the backing track in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. You should join there. more and more of you are joining there. It's going to be cool, and some special features are also going to be there even for the free membership. If you have more questions or want to go more into details, book a private online lesson. Also my website hpcrazy.com. Also check my CDs on my website hpcrazy.com. Schools of or a t-shirt. Ja, mir Dr. Pinge. We are signing off and try to have summer in our hearts.